Hello, 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 everyone, and good morning to you all. Viele Grüße aus Kanada. Yeah, just a minute. I'm trying to get my thoughts together. Oh my goodness, yes. Okay. So today is the 30th of December, 2023. We are getting ready for tomorrow, which is New Year's Eve. And also in Germany, it's Silvester. So yeah. So I'm just yeah. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Now I have to do a little bit of a explaining on this. This is a review, but I have no idea who it's from. I don't know. I have looked through my book here and I cannot tell where it's from. I have looked and I can't. So I must have failed to have written it down. I don't know why, but I did. So I apologize to this company, which is one of my regulars, and I must say I'm very pleased with this. However, I did something yet again, and we'll get to that in a minute. Okay? So, first of all, it's this. It's the Dear Mother and Daughter. And so I came across this. I have no idea who this is from. I have none. I've gone back and looked and I have no idea. Oh. Yeah, brain dead. Yeah. So anyway, this is a Joy Sunday. It's a 14 count. It's 32 by 53, so it comes down to a 22 by 43. And here, and it's just with all Joy Sundays, the print is magnificent. And it's so pretty. There are 24 colors. So that's pretty good. So, okay, let's take a look at these colors. Well, you can expect them. Well, here are your two needles. You can expect this to be very woodsy and all of that. And being a 14 count, you only use 2 threads, right? So here we go. Like you can see here, all the greens from the leaves of the tree and the browns and everything. So just gorgeous, just gorgeous. Okay, let's take a look at this design. Put that up there. I don't want it to. And as you know, with Joy Sunday, they always have the edges serged, which is always, always, always a plus. And the colors range here from 165 all the way up to ecru. You don't stitch the background. So that's a plus too. I think this will be very pretty. It's very, very pretty. Easy for, say, a beginner to do, a novice stitcher. Very easy to follow. There is one line of back stitching. There are half stitches. So there are 3 half stitches. 581, 745, 834. So that would be down, I would imagine down here, right? Or maybe is it up here in the trees? Yeah, up here. It's in the leaves right here. There's another one. Yeah, I don't know where the third one is. Oh, right there. So, yeah. So, very, very nice. It's perfectly gridded. It's easily readable. The fabric isn't overly stiff. And that's so very nice. 137 wide by 249 high. So just gorgeous. Just beautiful. So I think that's very nice. Very, very nice. I know it wasn't very much. I think it was around, if I'm going on memory here, 7 something. I just wish I could remember who I got this from. I'm hoping that the company will contact me so that I can give them credit for this. I just honestly, I go and I mark things down in my book so that I know, when I got them and when they were sent and how long it took to get. But honestly, this one, I know I did it. I just don't know what company. So I apologize to the company for this. I'm wondering if I couldn't read this symbol here. I don't know. All right. Now to the second one. I can't believe it. I did it again. I did it again. What's that song by Britney Spears? Oops, I did it again, or whatever it was. Well, I did it again. I did it again. And you'll never guess, but I know who this is going to go to. So this is going to a friend of mine. So, and that is the teacup. They keep having these. I know I don't order these same ones again. They have other designs in this. But why this one keeps coming up is beyond me. I don't know. I don't know. And if you're wondering, this is the design that will be as a giveaway on Monday. So I will be doing the DRAW on Monday, which is New Year's Day. It is only open to Canadian residents. Okay? Only open to Canadian residents. And so you must use the word teacup in a coherent sentence. If English is not your first language, you'll be given a little bit of grace. After all, my German isn't that great. You can only laugh at it, right? So, yeah. And you must like, share, subscribe, comments. You must be a subscriber. You must share. And you must give me a thumbs up. And, yeah. But it's a beautiful design because I keep getting it. So I think God's trying to tell me something. Work on this. So I think I'm going to put a few stitches in today so that it is part of my whip. So yeah, it's just gorgeous. But I tell you, there are other designs in this family. And the one that I had wanted had no house here. It had kind of way in the background. This teacup, the handle was over here. It was a slightly different shape. It looked differently. The flowers weren't here. They were more over here. I don't know. But like I said, this one is going to a dear friend. So, And we will go back into this here. As you can see, I'm not going to take them all out, but these are all on these floss drops, which I don't care about. I don't like these. These will all be changed over to my floss drops. And yeah, so there are 42 colors. All of them are the same size, 40 by 50. I tell you, the universe must be telling me, do this, do this. So anyway, there's the house. It's a fairy tale type thing. Here's the cup. There's the handle. There's that other little thingy that's on the side here. Right there. It's like these swirls here. You know, it's very beautiful. Very, very, very beautiful. I just don't need any more. You just don't need any more. Yes, I keep trying and, yeah. Well, one day perhaps. But it's not very big, as you can see. So, and the colors are very well printed. They're all lined up. Is no back stitching. There is no half stitch. It's just all full stitch. So it is just beautiful. Yeah. I just wish I remembered which place I got this from. I'm just drawing a blank. I'm absolutely drawing a blank on this. But as you can see, there's beautiful colors in here. All these rich blues and purples and pinks, which is all part of, you see, all part of this design. Oh my gosh. I love this design. But I don't need it 3 times. So, yeah. So please remember that there will be that one, my other one, my second one that I had gotten. It will be a gift away on Monday. There is also the gift away of the 12 days of Christmas. And it's a biggie. It is only open up to U.S. residents. Okay? Only U.S. residents. Because it's being shipped from the U.S. And so with that one, you must use the words 12 days in a coherent sentence. You have until Monday when I do my video, okay? Which is usually around, I don't know, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so if you really want to get in on it, I would say go for it. Okay, what did I do? Yesterday I worked on February. And right now I'm on the Y. And then the barn goes over here. And then there are roses and that. So I will have this lettering done today, which I will be happy about. Oops. Oh, don't need to drop that. I would like to welcome all of my newest subscribers. And there is one lady, I'm not sure how to say it. Tiriante. I'm not sure if that's. She goes by Li Hua Zhang. Li Hua Zhang. So, herzlichen Willkommen zu meinem Kanal und ich hoffe, dass du eine gute Zeit hier bei mir hast und dass du ein wunderschönes Silvester und für eine, ich wünsche dir eine herrliche 2024. Yeah. So she's from Germany. She is Chinese too, just like I am first generation Canadian because my parents came from Germany. They emigrated here after the war. And so she is, she probably grew up with German as her second language, but yeah, it's just like for me. English was my second language, but I grew up speaking German, but I haven't had people to speak to or write to or anything like that. Like it's just been it's so I've lost a lot. I've lost a lot and I'm sad about that. So I did do some German videos a couple of years ago. I don't know if it was last year or the year before. Can't remember. But I know I did some German videos. And then it just got to be so hard and life got in the way and all of that. And yeah, it was nice. I enjoyed it. But it was very, I don't know. It's easier when someone is sitting here for me to do it than it is for me to keep coming up with things on my channel. And so perhaps now I can maybe I'll interject a little bit of German in my videos. And hoffentlich kannst du mir verstehen. Und ich werde noch mehr versuchen, aber mein Deutsch ist nicht so gut. So, yeah, it's very hard, you know, but it's funny when I would be around people who speak French. I want to speak German, which is so funny, which is so very funny. And yeah, but yeah, Deutsch war unsere erste Sprache zu Hause und mein Bruder und Schwester und ich, wir haben zum deutsche Schule on Samstags. And yeah, so it was, yeah, but you know, since I moved away from home, my husband was of German descent, but he was like fourth generation, I think. It's either third or fourth generation Canadian. Like, you know, like his great grandparents or something came from Germany. And that's why Kunzelmann. Mein Name ist Eva Kunzelmann. Und mein Vorname war Hüdeke. So, yeah. So, it's, yeah, I'd love to get back into it. I even went to the German Christmas market downtown Winnipeg. Oh my gosh, what a disaster. It wasn't anything like a real deutsches, echte deutsches Christmasmarkt, Weihnachtsmarkt. Yeah, I was so disappointed because they had Polish people there, they had Ukrainians, they had, you know, they did English Christmas carols. Like it wasn't. Yeah, yeah, wasn't very happy about it. Oh, I wanted to say that please pray for Juliet today. She is having her kidney stones blasted today, this morning. So please pray for her that everything goes well and that um, she will get home soon. Oh, yeah, got that right in time. Right in time. Okay, so that's there. And I come back here. So, yeah, so I'm going to try and work some on that January barn there to get it mounted. It won't be anything fancy schmancy because I don't have a proper board for it. I do have a board, but I want to do something with it. And then I can change it every month. So I will show you how that will turn out. Hopefully I can get it done today, which would be awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. But otherwise, I think that is it. I'm up to 738. I am over the moon. Absolutely over the moon. I'm so thrilled with that. I'm so, so, so thrilled. I would show you the color 738, which is kind of an ecru type color. I don't know if I even have it down here. No, probably not. No. No, 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 nothing there. But it is like a very pale yellow ecru color. Yeah, kind of like this, but this is still not the right color. So, yeah. So I hope you will all join me again tomorrow, which will be New Year's Eve day. I don't know what your plans are, but I know for me, I am going to be in bed. I'm going to read or watch TV or whatever. Not sure. But yeah, I was going to touch on a little bit because this was brought up about living with mental illness. Okay. Now, I freely admit that I live with mental illness. I live with depression, anxiety, complex PTSD, borderline personality disorder, suicidal disorder, or ideation. And panic, and oh gosh, I had what is it? Performance anxiety, and oh my gosh, it was endless. There is nothing wrong with saying you have a mental illness. There's nothing wrong. Thankfully, I did not have bipolar, though sometimes I thought it. Or schizophrenia or, I did kind of have oppositional defiance disorder, but that stemmed out of my borderline. And the one thing I would highly recommend if you are or know of someone who is dealing with this or trying to come to terms with this is to try and get into DBT classes or CBT. DBT is what I took, and that's dialectical behavior therapy. And you get you deal with all kinds of on how to deal with things, how to interact with people, how to do tell the difference between emotion mind and emotion mind versus wise mind, and how to do radical acceptance. And radical acceptance does not mean that you have to like what happened to you or like your situation or anything else. You just learn to accept it. That yes, indeed, I do have this. Like for me, it was the longest time to accept, that I was abused, even though I knew it deep down, that I had dealt with very traumatic events in my childhood. I have been dealing with alienation of affection, um, you know, um, sex abuse, um, and all of that, right? Physical abuse, emotional abuse, traumas, the whole thing. I don't like what happened to me. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. But I accept that this is part of the fabric, just like this. Okay? This is a fabric made up of strands, and they go every which way, right? But if you pull out a strand, a hole develops, right? So when you learn to accept that this is what you are dealing with, okay? Then it becomes easier because look what you deal with, or look what you make out of fabric. You make a beautiful design, right? You can turn what was very ugly and this happens to be beautiful, mind you, but very ugly, very, nasty, all that kind of stuff. And you can use the thread and you can cover up those areas, right? That doesn't make them go away. You've just incorporated it in so that it's part of you without being seen to others. Okay? So I would highly, highly, highly recommend if you can get into DBT, wherever that is. Okay? I know they have free clinics that will offer this. Like I know across Canada, this was done by Marsha Lanahan, and she started it out. She took CBT and expanded on it and did DBT. And it's once a week in person or online. Okay. And you learn skills, but you have to agree to it that you stay with the program and that you work towards it. It took me 1.5 sessions, like one 6-month period and then part of another 6-month period before I really started to get it. And once it comes in, it is really good. You really learn to apply it. And the thing is that you can't change what happened, right? You cannot change what happened, but you can move forward. Stop spinning your wheels in the mud because you're going nowhere. You're expending all this energy and you're not going anywhere. Finally, stop. Just put that big red stop sign there. Take a deep breath and lightly step on the gas and move forward, And that's what I say. Like, really, give DBT a try. It is a phenomenal, phenomenal program. So if anybody wants to know more about my journey through mental illness or my journey through abuse and traumas and all of that, I can't guarantee that I will go into the minutia of it, but I can certainly try and help you to the best of my ability. Okay? But I would ask you to seek out professional help. Okay? Because we are all saved. We are all redeemed by the blood of Christ. And it is through him that I was able to get myself to where I am now. I'm 65 years old. I spent over half my life in this quagmire and spinning my wheels and everything else, not getting anywhere, until I finally said enough was enough. So, all right, everybody. I hope to see you tomorrow. On Sunday, there will be a live from 12 noon to 2:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay, so that's Manitoba, North Dakota, South Dakota, Northwestern Ontario, Texas, all those places up, Oklahoma, I believe. All those places up. I don't know about Missouri. But yeah, Kansas and all those places. So if you can join me on Sunday, that would be awesome for 2.5 hours of chit chat and everything else. And yes, I know it is New Year's Day, and we'll just make the best of it. And if you can't join me then, join me afterwards. Watch my video afterwards. Okay, everybody, I guess that's it. So, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be well. May God bless you this day and every day. God loves you, and so do I. And so does Miss Lilybell, Miss Twinkle Toes, and Jonah, who are over there in the bed. And, yeah, I think that's it. It's supposed to be another beautiful day today, right up until Monday, and then it's supposed to get colder. So anyways, yeah. So thank you, Jesus, for being my Lord and Savior. Thank you for saving me from my sins. Thank you for being there in my darkest and deepest moments. Thank you for loving me like you do. Thank you for caring enough for me that you would die on the cross for me so that my sins would be forgiven. And that's a prayer I pray for all of you as well. All right, everybody, have a fantastic day, and we will see you tomorrow, God willing, of course. Toodle-oodles, everybody.